This is the Bulls Chat Podcast. I am Joe Malone. Joining me, the head coach and general manager of the North Iowa Bulls, Todd Sanden. Happy holidays. Thanks for being here.
Absolutely, Joe. Thanks for the opportunity.
So it was a home-and-home weekend against St. Cloud, and unfortunately, St. Cloud was the one that ended up feeling a little bit more at home after the two-game series. Bulls dropping a regulation game against St. Cloud at Mason City, and then losing in overtime on Saturday night on the road at St. Cloud. Let's start with this. Friday night was the teddy bear toss at the Mason City Arena, and we had talked before the game about how we didn't, hopefully people wouldn't have to rip the ears off the Bears holding on to them too long. It was getting close to ear-ripping territory there.
It definitely was. We got down at the first period and no goals there. You're wondering if it's going to be that kind of night.
Well, luckily, we didn't have to wait too long into the second period. Michael Messick, 4:34 on the second, scored the goal. The Bears came flying onto the ice. Over 200 stuffed animals going to Toys for Tots and Salvation Army to go right back into homes here in the North Iowa area. That's always a cool moment.
You know, it really is. And obviously, I've been here. This is my 11th year in this community. And with the support that we receive every year and just over the course of my career here, it's an amazing place to be a hockey coach in an amazing town that just delivers on every level for us. So if we just get some small opportunity to give back to the community, we certainly want to do it every time we can.
And shout out to the players and to the arena staff. Quickest cleanup I've ever seen from a teddy bear toss. Like, they were on point on Friday night.
Yeah. I've never seen, and we do it every year, but I've never seen the entire bench unload and go pick up teddy bears like our guys did Friday night. I was pretty impressed by that, too.
And it almost, in a way, helped preserve the momentum of that first goal, because after play resumed, it was just over a minute later, Dylan Gaeske scores, and all of a sudden the Bulls are up 2-0, and the Mason City Arena is starting to pick up some momentum there in the second period.
Yeah, boy, that's a part of that game too, where you're up 2-rip and you're into the second period. Like you feel like you have a great chance to win that game too.
And then somebody named Blake Messenberg happened. 2 goals, 40 seconds apart for St. Cloud, and all of a sudden it goes from a 2-0 lead to a 2-2 lead. Were you feeling a little bit of whiplash there, or what was it like on the bench?
You know, these games are turned on momentum like that, and because the teams are so close, and when you look at in our division, Aberdeen has an older team, St. Cloud has an older team, Austin has an older team. We're one of the youngest teams in the North American League, and you could just, I don't know that it's deflating, but you could feel a little wind coming out of our sails when they tied it up there.
They would go to add St. Cloud, that is, one more in the second, one more in the third. Final score there, 4-2. And then you got to get ready to hop on the bus, make the road trip up to St. Cloud on Saturday. What was the message before the game to the team following a game where you had the lead, a 2-goal lead?
Yeah, I think just staying consistent with our guys and staying in our process, not getting crazy about it. I mean, you have the chance on Saturday to come back and get points in a game. So just having a great start and just being consistent with our effort, making good decisions, which that was probably a little bit of what got us in trouble on Saturday night. We had some trouble getting out of our D zone, and it was just decisions we were making with pucks that didn't get out.
Now, Dylan Gaeske would score the 2 goals for the Bulls in the game on Saturday night. Unfortunately, St. Cloud would answer back each time, not right away, but they would even things up, and then they got the winner halfway into overtime. Let's talk about the addition of Dylan Gaeske, because he put up 3 goals on the weekend.
You know, Dylan's a player that we recognized last year. He played with the Wilmer team in the NA3HL, who obviously is no stranger to North Iowa Bulls fans from last year. That's who we played in the West Division Finals. And Dylan's he can rip a puck. He skates very well. And really, like, he impressed us so much last year that when he came available, I bet I was probably the first caller to Austin to try to get him here. And certainly we're excited that he's here. And he's just a guy that fits with our game style of speed and being an offensive-minded player.
Now, was it like one of those be caller number 9 to get Dylan Gaeske, and you're like, come on, be number 9, be number 9, be number 9?
Yeah, it probably was. And the nice thing was, like, he had some comfort level with our facility town, area because he'd been here several times with Wilmer. And he knew our coaching staff, too, and he knew the style that we played. And when I talked to him first, he's like, I'm so excited to be coming to you guys to play the kind of game that you guys play. So we're not excited because when a player is comfortable coming in, it gives them a chance to be successful right away. And he certainly was.
If I remember correctly, too, his line mates, Soda and Logan, Dombrowski and Isogai, both had assists on both of those goals as well. So that's got to make you happy that people are starting to gel in that manner, right?
Yeah, and both plays were similar in the way they started. Soda got a pass from the D and chipped the puck into space on the second one for Dylan to Logan, who got it to Dylan to rip it into the net. And the first one was just a lateral play that Soda made to Logan that one went to Dylan. So those guys enjoyed a little bit of chemistry and certainly got some results from it on Saturday night.
Now, when the Bulls made the move to the NAHL, we knew that things would be a little bit more competitive, a little bit more kind of grinded out sort of thing. I don't know that anyone expected here almost halfway through the season for it to be a 3-way tie for first place in the division. Talk to me about what is going on in the division, because if you want close, this is about as close as it gets.
We even probably a month into the season, our staff was like, this is going to go down to the last week. And the way these teams play and the way everybody is able to beat everybody, like nobody has at least right now, nobody has a super edge over any team. Like it is going to be a dogfight the entire season. And it's so much fun that, every game you go into, you have to prepare for, you have to play well to win. And the parity in this division is just tremendous. Like it's a lot of fun, to be honest, as a coach, because you have to get your work done to get wins.
You got North Iowa, Austin, Minot, all at 29 points. Now, there's some teams like the Bulls that have some games in hand. Aberdeen's at 27. St. Cloud and Bismarck, they've shown they're 4 wins in their last 10. They've shown they're not going to just move out of the way for everybody. Everybody is bringing it every night.
Yeah, this is a very tough division. I mean, the nice thing about it, too, it's a skating division, so the games are entertaining. They're fast. They're up and down the rink. And you see the nice thing about, and maybe not for coaches, but for fans, like these guys are going fast enough that they make mistakes going 100 miles an hour. It really does create some pretty good scoring chances for and against.
Now, next up is Springfield Jr. Blues. They come into Mason City to take on the Bulls this Friday and Saturday night at 7:30. They're second in their division, and I was kind of going through their schedule. I see a lot of 1-goal, 2-goal separation games, like a 5-3 win, a 3-2 win, a 4-2 loss. This team plays games close.
I think they have a lot of structure. Hicksy's been looking at some of the video. I haven't opened up the Springfield scouting pack yet. Probably will a bit later today. But I feel like with Coach Renette, they're going to be a well-structured team. And we know a lot of their players. Like, obviously, Carson Jones played here last year. Joey Dosen, one of their leading scorers, was a tender for North Iowa a couple years ago. So, we know a lot of guys on their team and have experience, either recruiting them or having guys like Jonesy play for us last year.
Wow, it should be some good games on Friday night and Saturday night. Now, one thing I noticed looking at Springfield's schedule, just based on the structure of their division, they make a lot of trips to Alaska. How are you happy that you are in the division you're in and not in that division and taking, I'm guessing, 20-hour bus rides?
Yeah, so every time you go to Alaska, you fly. So it's
not. Wow. Okay.
It's not as bad as it seems. But I think if you went there a couple times a year, it would be okay. Certainly for me, being an outdoorsman, I would want to go there early September to get in on the salmon fishing while I'm there. But yeah, I think we, with the way our division lays out, not having to go there, it certainly is a travel cost benefit for our team.
I was looking at that and I'm like, oh my goodness, I could not imagine being on a bus for that long. Like if you thought Minot was a haul, wait until you're heading to, I don't know which one's further, Fairbanks or Anchorage or what.
Yeah.
But
God. Fairbanks is further.
Now, lastly, this weekend series against Springfield, the Junior Blues at the Mason City Arena on Friday and Saturday night is going to be a special one because it's jersey auction weekend. The Busch Light holiday sweater jerseys are being worn by the team both Friday and Saturday night. And then after the game, we'll be auctioning those off with a live auction right there at the arena. Do you have a coach's jersey for this game?
I do, but I'm keeping it because I'm a huge Busch Light fan. Everybody in town knows that. And I'm comfortable saying it because my family knows it too. Like it's been my beer of choice for probably 40 years now.
No, but you won't be wearing it on the bench.
No. I'll still wear a sport coat or a suit.
Okay, you're not going baseball manager on the situation.
No, not ever.
But yeah, these jerseys are awesome. If you go to the NorthIowaBulls.com, it pops up right away on the screen once you land on the page, and you're going to want one. I think it'll be a very fun auction following the game on Saturday night. Head coach, general manager Todd Sanden, I always appreciate the opportunity to talk. Thank you.
Us as well, Joe. Thank you so much, and looking forward to have two at home this weekend, and let's fill this building and get it rowdy.
That is the North Iowa Bulls Chat Podcast.